group on Wednesday and Thursday night this week that I'm leading, we'll be talking about the third one. But the first two go like this. Now the tax collectors and sinners were all gathered around to hear him. Ironically, we're going to look at another tax collector named Zacchaeus in a little bit. The tax collectors and sinners were all gathered around to hear him. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law muttered, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." A group of people who just don't care about the lost, and in fact, they're blaming them for being lost. Then Jesus told them this parable. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Does he not leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me. I've found my lost sheep." I tell you that in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who do not need to repent. And Jesus tells another story, verse 8. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Does she not light a lamp, sweep the house, and search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I found my lost coin." In the same way, I tell you, there is rejoicing in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Here's the point I want to make to you about the situation lost people are in, and the situation we're in if we want to find them. It goes like this. Lost people are really lost. Really lost. Put yourself in the situation of the sheep. If that sheep continues to be lost, what will happen to it? It's eventually going to graze itself off a cliff. Last week we learned that sheep are dumb. Or it's going to be caught by a wolf and eaten. Or something else is going to happen to it. Any way you look at it, a lost sheep is a dead sheep. Lostness leads directly to death. So if a sheep is lost, it is really lost. If a coin is lost, think about that. If a coin is lost, it is all of a sudden worthless. You know, if I have a $20 bill stuck in my winter coat pocket, I lost $20 and I was $20 poorer for the entire rest of the year. And if I take that $20 and if I take the coat to a dry cleaner and the $20 falls out or is swiped, then to me that $20 is absolutely worthless. It cannot do its job. It cannot do its purpose. A lost coin is a destroyed coin, a worthless coin, a meaningless coin. It is purposeless. And in the same way, Jesus is using these two pictures of lostness to draw our attention towards what lostness is for people. And for people, if they are lost, they are so lost that it is going to death, or at the very least, a purposeless existence until they are found. These are dramatic kinds of statements, and we don't think about them too much because, quite honestly, I don't like doing the us versus them sort of thing. For me to say, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm found by Jesus, and those people are lost people, I don't like doing the us versus them thing. And sometimes I will actually just, embrace people that I know aren't in the faith, and I will just engage them in relationship and conversation, and I won't fully address their lostness. And I think the part of me that does that is the part that is so afraid to draw the distinction. But here's the truth. Lost people are really lost. And that is a dangerous place to be. It's a scary place to be. It's a travesty that some human being would live a life destined for death, purposeless today. Do you understand the significance of that? That's why Jesus made it his ultimate mission. If you look at the verse I printed here, Romans 3:10 through 12, it says, "As it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. There is no one who understands, no one who seeks God. All have turned away. They have together become worthless. There is no one who does good, not even one." I like to think sometimes, well, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe people who don't know Jesus are fine on their own. I was driving down the street the other day, and I saw a family on the side of the road just walking together. They had a stroller in front. They had a mom and a dad in the back. They looked like a happy family. They were out for a family walk. And I thought to myself, what if they don't know Jesus? They still look happy. They still look fine and dandy. Everything looks fine. And I had this inkling of a thought that maybe lostness isn't really that bad. But if lostness is like a sheep or a coin, it's really that bad. Lost people are really lost. Here's the second point I want to make. Finding the lost is hard work with zero positive feedback. Zero positive feedback. You know, Jesus was trying to seek and to save the lost. And every time he got close to the lost, some people around him were being really negative. And they would say, oh, look at that Jesus fellow. He's hanging out with sinners again. You better stay away from him. He's one of them. You know, you don't want to be too close to Jesus because he hangs out with the guys who drink and the guys who go to the bars and the tax collectors and the prostitutes. Jesus spends time with those people. You don't want to be near Jesus. Well, Jesus didn't get the recognition he deserved in his own time. And sometimes it's hard work, but also there is zero positive feedback. I want to ask for 3 volunteers. Can I have 3 volunteers? Someone, anyone, just stand up, raise your hand. I need you on stage real quick. Okay, Brooke. See, she held a microphone earlier today, and you're all going to make her come up. Matt, come on up, and Chris. Okay, so we got 3 volunteers, and I would like for the 3 of you to just go ahead and stand like there, one, and then another person just kind of avoid my cords here. Stand right about there. And then Matthew, if you could stand right next to Brooke and turn around. I need you to face the screen. Can I have the next picture on the screen? Go ahead, turn around, face the screen. Oh, you're in the way, Matt. You need to scooch over there because that's not going to help you any. Yeah? Where's Waldo? Go. Okay? You cheater. Yeah. Okay, so there's Waldo. Did you guys see it? Yeah. Did you see it immediately? No. No? How long did it take you? About a couple seconds, as long as it took this guy to walk to the front. Okay, so what I want to ask you guys to think about is, you've all done this Where's Waldo puzzle before, right? You've all done different kind of Where's Waldo puzzles before. Until you know that he's right there, how close are you to finding him? What if you're looking right here? Are you close? What if you're looking right there? Are you close? I have done Waldo puzzles myself, and I was looking right there and hasn't been close at all. Been completely out to lunch. Okay, you guys can go ahead and sit down. Chris got it too fast. The thing about Waldo, or anytime you're looking for something, is that you can look for days for something and not be any closer to finding it than when you started. You follow me on that?